Before the fame, before the crime, before you knew the name,
OG Loc, you hear me, player?
OG Loc will be brought into this world as Jeffrey Cross, and born in the County General Hospital. Jeffrey grew up in the notorious hood known as Grove Street. Here he would befriend several members of the Grove Street families, including the leader Sweet and co-leader Big Smoke. Jeffrey would admire the two gang members and would even try to join the family's gang. But Jeffrey would be denied due to his physical capability. Although he had the hood already tatted on his body, this didn't matter. The leader of the Grove Street families, Sean Sweet Johnson, had other plans for Loc and would even suggest college to Jeffrey instead of worrying about the streets. But Jeffrey, being Jeffrey, will continue to chase the gangster lifestyle, which led to him making the moniker that we know today. You see, Jeffrey grew up hating his name, thinking it wasn't, quote, gangster enough, which led to him making the gangster persona in 1987, OG Loc. OG Loc meaning Original Gangster Loco. Original gangster being a status in the streets. And loco, well, that's the Spanish word for crazy. And for those who don't know, Loc is a common term used by the family's gang, which Jeffrey is trying to show this affiliation. Once he came up with this persona, he would start to commit petty crimes across Los Santos, possibly trying to impress the Grove Street gang. But unfortunately for Jeffrey, it's going to take more than traffic violations to impress the Grove. Now, these criminal offenses would eventually build up, landing Jeffrey in jail. And while in jail, he will build up his street cred, work out daily, and flaunt his affiliation. Sometime during Jeffrey's sentence, he would be backed into a cell by a man named Freddy. Here, Jeffrey would be raped. Shortly after, Freddy would be released from jail, while Jeffrey would just sit and plot on the Vagos member, eventually being released and picked up by high-ranking Grove Street members. Here, Jeffrey would lie to the Grove Street members, expressing that he needs to kill a Vago for stealing his rhymes. But Sweet, CJ, and Big Smoke would see through his lies. They would agree to take him on the mission. As the Grove Street members drove over to Freddy's home, Jeffrey would tell them about his PO getting him a job at Burger Shot. The gang would joke around, pulling up to the East Los Santos home. Jeffrey would then walk up to confront the Vagos member with CJ, while Sweet and Big Smoke would pull off, returning to their home in Ganton. Freddy would then run out the back door of his home, jumping on a sports bike, leading to a high-speed chase as OG Loc would shoot at him throughout East Los Santos, leading them to Jefferson Towers, meeting up with members of the Vagos gang. Here, Freddy and his gang would be killed by OG Loc and CJ. Here is where I believe that Jeffrey became an official member of the Grove Street families, due to Sweet, Big Smoke, and CJ helping him kill a rival gang member. Jeffrey would also gain the muscle required to join the gang. Plus, OG Loc would have been pressed a long time ago for wearing the Grove Street tats, so I think it's safe to assume that he became part of the gang. And gangs have silent put-ons all the time. After the murder of the Vagos, CJ would offer OG Loc a ride to his job, located in the Santa Maria Beach area. OG Loc would then start his job working as a Burger Shot janitor, while chasing his dreams as a wannabe rapper. OG Loc would start planning a listening party one day during his shifts, but lacked the funds to afford a decent sound system, realizing life's a beach. As OG Loc went outside to dump mop water, CJ would stop by. The two would joke around, and OG Loc would start telling CJ about his plans to steal a sound system he saw in the back of a van that went through the drive-thru earlier. OG Loc would then ask CJ to help him steal it. CJ would agree, but would ask Loc to stay at his job, possibly so he doesn't break his parole. CJ would then head over to the Santa Maria Beach, where he would find the van and be forced to dance to gain the trust of the party host. CJ would then hop in the van, taking it across the city to a local garage to be hidden. Excited for his party, Loc would practice his performance in the bathroom, but would be interrupted by a customer telling him that he sucks. Here, CJ would walk into the bathroom, seeing OG Loc upset over his rhymes. CJ would then suggest a ghostwriter to Loc, which would inspire his plans for CJ to steal Mad Dog's rhyme book from his home in the hills, and after kill his manager who is affiliated with the Ballers Street Gang. Now, OG Loc has some cold rhymes to work with, despite the fact that OG Loc was a terrible rapper with a squeaky and scratchy voice. OG Loc would then quit his job and would risk his freedom to throw a listening party. But as Loc got everything together for his listening party, his mic would break. Not being able to perform, he would throw the party anyways, calling up CJ to invite him to this crazy Grove Street party. As CJ walked in, Loc would start rapping despite the broken mic. Their rival gang, the Ballers, would head over to the house party to ambush him. Luckily, very few members of the Grove Street families were killed during this event. After the downfall of the Grove Street families, Big Smoke would choose to launder his drug money, granting OG Loc a contract, making him rich and famous. Using Mad Dog's rhyme book as he recorded his first and only album, Straight from the Streets. With his new rise to fame, OG Loc would become a popular public figure, landing deals with Blastin' Fools Records and a clothing company called Base 5, and even starting his own, Lockdown or Lockdown, a reference to his prison stunt displaying handcuffs as the logo. His clothing line was available only at a store called Victim. As Big Smoke turned the streets of Los Santos into Crack Central, OG Loc will work under him as a street soldier and a rapper, possibly not knowing the gang's politics on crack rock. During these events, OG Loc will have very few communication with CJ, which I think led to the fallout of their relationship. OG Loc will become a household name throughout Los Santos, making appearances on TV shows and radio interviews.
I want to get in on this rap thing. Do I have to break dance, do the windmill? Hey, can you body pop?
Come on, Laszlo. You know OG ain't no playboy. I ain't down with that shit. It ain't gangster.
After his radio interview, he would plan an in-person interview with a local news crew. But unfortunately, this interview would be interrupted by CJ and Mad Dog. CJ and Mad Dog would then chase and force Loc into giving up his rhyme book. CJ would accuse OG Loc of stabbing him and his brother in the back, but honestly, CJ would have been the backstabber in this situation. But that's also my personal take on it. OG Loc's career would start to decline. It is a rumor that OG Loc will help a possible family member, Emily Cross, write a book on CJ called Surveillance, filling her in on the gang member's life. OG Loc's career would start to pick back up, earning his name on the Vinewoods Walk of Fame, as well as releasing a remastered version of his studio album, Straight from the Streets. He would even drop new songs, Down and Dirty and Locked Down, featuring the Corner Killers. These songs would blow up, sending him on the original tour from 12-2004 to 30-2006. After his tour, Loc would remain low-key until 2022. Needed management from the family's member, Franklin Clinton, CEO of Clinton & Partners, trying his best pulling strings to get in touch with him, calling up his old employees. Who knows, OG Loc may see success under Clinton & Partners, but as of now, it's unlikely. Hey, what's up? It's your boy Los. I want to give a shout out to G-Man for helping me with this documentary on OG Loc. Mainly helping me get the tour dates and stuff like that. Let me know what you think in the comments below about this documentary, as well as letting me know what the future may be for OG Loc. This is your boy, LS Central, checking out.